Hey guys, welcome back for lesson 2 of the Michigan series. So the first one we took a look at the instrumental part that was going on. This one we're going to look at the chords and what's going on in each section. So what we'll do is we'll take a look at what's going on in the instrumental, what's going on in the verses, what's going on in the pre-chorus, and what's going on in the chorus. And not as easy as it looks. I remember looking at this originally kind of go, oh yeah, E minor, G, C, yeah, no problem. There's actually some nice little variations in the chords that we can do. Some even might have a few different options. Some I use interchangeably. So let's take a look at the first one, for instance, E minor. So when I first looked at the chart, it just said E minor. And actually that's really how I like to chart them. I like to just say E minor. And if I want to add a 7, I can add a 7. If I want to add a minor 7, add 9, I can add an E minor 7, add 9. But let's take a look. What I would do here is, well, here's an E minor. We know that. The E minor 7, there's many ways to play this, but in this case, I'm just using my ring finger on this 3rd fret, 2nd string. There's an E minor 7. So we can use that for that intro chord, and it would work very nice. Now there's this other chord that's happening for these E minors as well. Excuse me. E minor 7 add 9, or at least that's what I call it. And really nice chord. I don't use this every time in the song, but it might work on this instrumental part at least. So what I have is 0. I'll chart it out here as well with me. 0, 2. My 3rd finger is going to hit the 4th fret. 4. There's that add 9 sound. 0, 2, 4. You have another 0. A 3rd fret on the 2nd string, and then an open. Listen to that sound. Really nice. Gonna go to a G. Okay, so the G, I'm not doing anything too crazy with the G. Sometimes I do this variation of G where I'll put it like this. You'll see my hands sometimes play G like this. Everyone has their own way to play G, I find. I remember doing lessons with a guy, and he used to play his G's like this. I would recommend that, but it works for some people. There is this nice G add 9 that sometimes I like to play in a song like Michigan, where it's really pretty, really lush. So you can play a G, and you can actually take your 1st finger and move it down to the 2nd fret of the 3rd string, and you get this nice. So we've got this. Again, it's an option. I don't use it every time. Just regular G. Now we see in the chart C/G. So a lot of us know C. So what we do /G means we put G in the bass. So if we take our 3rd finger and we just pop it up, that's the G note. Well, we're thinking of it as G. It's not with the capo. Pinky goes underneath. Plays right here. So it's a 3, 3, 2, 0, 1, 0. There's a big fat C chord. Really, it's still a C chord, just has G in the bass. So now from the top we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 bars, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, back to E minor. Now this chord, I'm not going to write it as this in every time, but on the chart you see here, D add 9 add 11 /A. That's a little too long to put on these chord charts for me. So what I do is, good way to think of it, it's just like that C/G, except you're going to slide it up 2 frets. Okay? And you get this nice lush sounding D. And you can always just play a regular D as well, but sometimes this just gives it that extra depth. So now that 2nd line, and I slide it nice and easy. I just slide it back to the C/G. So from the top. 2 bars. E minor add 9. Repeat the first line. It's going to be the third line, but it's actually just the same as the first line. Here's the D, crazy D. But then instead of going back to the C/G, we resolve it. G. Okay, that brings us into the verses. So we're going to pop over to the verses. Now, I kind of relax on the E minors. Sometimes I'll go back to just playing the regular E minor 7. Or even just the E minor. Sounds really nice sometimes. And then that gives the instrumentals maybe a bit more... So we're not overusing that, that E minor like this. So let's jump into the verse. Same chords, just going to be... Well, with the exception of this little run here. But for the most part, the same chords. The cloud... Remember with those asterisk symbols... So C/G, 2 asterisk symbols. That's my way of saying 2 bars. Okay, G, 2 asterisk symbols, 2 bars of G. The clouds move over, and I'm using this down, down, up, down, down to the silent thunder matches mine. Maybe for fun. And I know this feeling. Here we go. So this is the G. Now I like to use this doubled G here, especially when I do this run. And then all I have to do to hit that G/F sharp, long A. Now I have bar lines for this section. Long echo. And then it takes me right to an E minor 7, which I just keep my fingers like this. Long echo. 2 bars of C/G. Wondered was it gone? Maybe another crazy D. There it is. Okay, so now I'm into the pre-chorus. I'm going to go back to this E minor 7. Just like this. So when she calls, here's the D/. I'm just going to call it D/A. When it hurts, you'll know the right. And then right here, first finger, nice little C major 7/G. Let's take our finger off and give that one a nice strum. The chorus kicks in. Still going to use the E minor 7 here. Michigan's in the rear view now. Keep your hands where I can see 'em. Nothing too hard here compared to the other parts. You took the words right out my mouth. Same thing. When you knew that I would be and then the what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do now without you? D/A without you. Back into our instrumental. That's when I would use that other E minor. Now, yeah, that kind of gives us a bit of an understanding of the chords. Now, it's one of those things in the spirit of this music. There's a lot of improvisation going on, but we'll try to keep the chart as straightforward as possible. So, sounds good, guys. I'll see you for the next video, for the play-along video, where we can actually give this a shot, start to finish. We'll see you soon.